Have you ever felt trapped by negative thoughts that keep you from realizing your true potential? Mental alchemy. Transform negative patterns into positivity serves as your guide to breaking those barriers and discovering empowerment through personal development. This book is intricately linked to Brainpower Blueprint, inviting you on a transformative 9-chapter journey that intertwines the principles of neuroplasticity, habit architecture, and cultivates resilient self-belief into a practical, actionable blueprint. Imagine your future self narrating a successful story. Now is the time to put these ideas to the test in your daily life. Remember, meaningful change starts the moment you turn the page. Mental Alchemy. Transform negative patterns into positivity. Compiled and published by Brainpower Blueprint. Chapter 1. Understanding Mental Alchemy. What if the key to transforming your life lies not in changing your circumstances, but in changing your mind? Mental alchemy is the magical process of converting negative thoughts and emotions into a force for good, reshaping your internal landscape to foster personal growth and success. This concept invites you to embark on a journey of self-discovery, where you learn to recognize the power of your thoughts and how they can either propel you forward or hold you back. The very essence of mental alchemy rests on the foundation that your mind is not a fixed entity. Rather, it is a dynamic and malleable force shaped by your perceptions, experiences, and choices. As we delve deeper into the world of mental alchemy, you'll uncover a plethora of possibilities that arise from understanding your mindset. Imagine waking up each day with a renewed sense of purpose, equipped with the tools to challenge and reshape your thought patterns. Recent research highlights that our brains possess incredible neuroplasticity. They can reorganize and form new connections throughout our lives. This means that with conscious effort and practice, we can rewire our brains to foster resilience and optimism. Think of a time when you faced a challenge, perhaps a difficult conversation or a challenging project. Maybe you hesitated at first, but with a slight shift in your perspective, you approached it with newfound confidence, showcasing just how potent a simple change in mindset can be. It's fascinating how our internal dialogue shapes our realities. When we begin practicing mental alchemy, we start transforming those self-defeating narratives into empowering ones. The experience of one of my coaching clients resonates profoundly with this idea. She often found herself crushed under the weight of self-doubt and fear, which fed into a cycle of negativity. But as we worked together to apply the principles of mental alchemy, she began to celebrate even the smallest victories. By consciously choosing to focus on what she could achieve, she slowly unearthed a deep reservoir of strength and untapped potential she never knew existed. This personal journey not only galvanized her spirit, but also served as a testament to the power of reframing one's perspective. In this chapter, you're invited to keenly observe your thought processes and to question the validity of the negatives you often carry. Instead of shying away from challenges or succumbing to a defeatist mentality, ask yourself how you can perceive these experiences as opportunities for growth and transformation. Instead of simply acknowledging failure, can you recognize the lessons it carries? Remember, the essence of mental alchemy lies not merely in wishing for change, but in actively engaging with the transformative process of thought. As you continue this journey, you'll discover the profound truth. You are not a victim of your circumstances, but a potent creator of your reality, equipped with the ability to forge a brighter, more optimistic path ahead. Embrace this powerful notion, and together we will uncover the magic within, unlocking a world of endless possibilities. Transform your mindset with these 3 steps. Observe your thoughts, reshape your narrative, and embrace growth. Each step unfolds as you travel through the intricate landscapes of your mind, illuminating paths once shrouded in darkness. The journey begins with the imperative to observe your thoughts, developing a keen awareness of your mental patterns without judgment. This observation isn't about looking for flaws, but rather recognizing how your thoughts dictate your feelings and actions. Picture yourself in a quiet moment, reflecting on the various thoughts that surface throughout your day. When you commit to this practice, you cultivate a grounded perspective, allowing you to discern which thoughts serve your growth and which tether you to negativity. The next step encourages you to reshape your narrative. This process requires intentionality as you dive into the stories you tell yourself. Flip the script on painful or limiting beliefs that have attached themselves to your identity. For instance, instead of saying, "I am not good enough," consider reframing it to, "I am on a journey of learning and improvement." By adopting this mindset, you begin releasing the power of negative self-image that has stood in the way of your growth. Here, visualization is a powerful tool. Picture yourself successfully tackling an issue that once deterred you. Imagine feeling empowered and confident as your thoughts align with the reality you aspire to create. Now, embrace growth as the final step in your journey. Change is not merely a fleeting moment, but a continuous process. Understand that each day presents you with opportunities to leap, learning something new or expanding upon a previously acquired skill. Your commitment to growth becomes your ally as you cultivate a mindset that welcomes curiosity and exploration. Engage with the process of learning, recognizing that setbacks are building blocks rather than roadblocks. As you embrace this perspective, notice how your responses to challenges become softer and more constructive, easing the pressure that once felt burdensome. It's important to carry this understanding with you. The journey of mental alchemy is as vital as the destination. Allow yourself the grace to stumble and falter. It's a part of the human experience. Reflecting on your development during times of challenge will strengthen your commitment to the practice of mental alchemy. By creating an intimate connection with your thoughts, you expand the capacity for kindness and compassion toward yourself, further fueling your transformational journey. Embrace the ebb and flow of progress and celebrate each small victory along the way. When we tap into our inherent ability to reshape how we perceive the world and ourselves, we ultimately create a life infused with vibrancy and purpose. Understand that your power lies not in eliminating negativity altogether, but in learning to navigate through it with grace and confidence. The time to initiate this change is now, as everything you desire lies on the other side of your mental barriers. Choose to step forward and engage wholeheartedly in this remarkable journey. Allow yourself to unfurl into the person you were meant to be, welcoming the growth, resilience, and connections that this newfound perspective brings. With every thought you transform in the direction of positivity, you are engaging in the powerful practice of mental alchemy. Consider the inspiring journey of Sarah, a dedicated teacher who always faced challenges with a growth mindset. After receiving feedback on her lesson plans indicating they needed improvement, instead of feeling discouraged, she viewed it as an opportunity for growth. Sarah took the feedback to heart and enrolled in a professional development workshop to enhance her teaching skills. Inspired by new strategies, she revamped her lessons, incorporating interactive elements that engaged her students more effectively. When she returned to her classroom, the transformation was evident. Students flourished, expressing enthusiasm and curiosity. Sarah's willingness to learn and improve not only impacted her teaching but reinforced the belief that challenges are merely stepping stones toward greater achievements. Through her journey, she illustrated that with a growth mindset, one can turn setbacks into powerful catalysts for success. How might you identify a recent challenge you faced and explore the lessons it taught you, rather than focusing on any frustration it may have caused? Reflect on what this experience revealed about your capabilities and your potential for growth. How might you reframe a negative thought or belief that often holds you back? Consider transforming it into a positive affirmation that empowers you to take action and overcome obstacles in your path. How might you incorporate small, intentional actions into your daily routine that promote a growth mindset? Think about ways to foster curiosity, seek feedback, and embrace learning opportunities in both your personal and professional life. As you embark on this transformative journey, remember that embracing a growth mindset allows you to rewire your brain for resilience and possibility. Each experience, whether good or challenging, serves as a stepping stone on your path to unlocking your potential. This chapter has illuminated the principles of mental alchemy, empowering you to recognize the potency of your thoughts and the possibilities that lie within. By observing your mindset, reshaping your narratives, and embracing avenues of growth, you ignite the spark needed for meaningful transformation in your life. In our next chapter, we'll dive deeper into understanding the negative thought patterns that might unknowingly shape your daily experiences, showing you how to identify and confront these barriers. Together, we'll develop tools to dismantle the negativity that hinders your growth and create a blueprint for progress. As you move forward, keep filling your mind with positive possibilities, and be sure to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, so you'll never miss an opportunity to explore the vast landscape of personal development. Your journey toward lasting change is just beginning, and with each step, you'll not only discover new facets of yourself, but also a world where you can thrive. Chapter 2. Identifying Negative Thought Patterns. Have you ever paused to consider how much of your life is influenced by the thoughts swirling within your mind? Identifying and understanding negative thought patterns is the key to opening the door to a more optimistic and fulfilling life. These ingrained mental narratives can shape our perceptions, sometimes limiting our ability to see the world as it truly is, filled with opportunities and promise. By recognizing these negative patterns, we begin the transformative process of turning down the volume on self-doubt, fear, and sabotage, paving the way for our brighter, more authentic selves. As we delve into the world of self-discovery, it's vital to explore how our thoughts are not just reflections of reality, but are framed by our experiences, beliefs, and emotions. Gaining an understanding of the connection between our thoughts and feelings empowers us to approach life with intention rather than reaction. Research shows that cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, effectively helps individuals recognize and alter negative thought patterns, leading to significant improvements in overall well-being. This evidence affirms that even the most deeply held beliefs can be challenged and changed. Imagine a moment in your own life when an emotion, or a seemingly trivial thought, colored your perception of an event that, in hindsight, you now see differently. These small shifts in perspective often lead to profound changes in how we engage with challenges. A personal story exemplifies this journey for my friend Jake, who struggled with the fear of failure. For years, he held the belief that certain setbacks defined him, shaping him into a perpetual avoider. Encouraged to examine his mindset, he began to pinpoint the moments when negative thoughts overshadowed his abilities and potential. By documenting these experiences, he realized that many of the fears he clung to were rooted in previous failures that did not reflect his current capabilities. Over time, Jake learned to reframe his setbacks as valuable lessons rather than indicators of his worth. The act of recognizing his thought patterns not only changed his approach to challenges, but cultivated a newfound resilience and confidence that propelled him toward success. As you take the steps to identify your negative thought patterns, remember that the energy and attention you invest in these observations hold the power to spark remarkable change. Challenge yourself to be curious about the thoughts that arise during moments of tension or discomfort. What beliefs are you holding on to that no longer serve you? Embracing this introspective work invites you to confront and challenge narratives that may be sabotaging your growth. Your journey of self-discovery commences with the understanding that thoughts can be shaped and reshaped through your conscious efforts. Dismantling negative thought patterns is not about denying their existence. Rather, it's about recognizing them for what they are. Simple products of past experiences that do not dictate your present or future. As you hone your awareness, a shift occurs, allowing you to step into a space where self-compassion, resilience, and possibility abound. The moment you choose to challenge the negativity is the moment you start to transform your narrative and reclaim your power. Recognize your emotions, challenge negative beliefs, and reclaim your narrative. These 3 steps serve as powerful catalysts for breaking free from the chains of negative thought patterns. As you embrace this blueprint, you'll find that each moment offers the opportunity to observe your feelings with curiosity and openness. Acknowledge that emotions, however uncomfortable, are valid experiences that deserve your attention. Instead of resisting your feelings, invite them in and allow them to show you where change is necessary. This practice fosters self-awareness and lays the foundation for transformation. Next, transition into challenging the negative beliefs that often occupy your mind. Just like weeds in a garden can choke the life out of vibrant flowers, these limiting beliefs can obscure your true potential. Delve into the roots of these thoughts, questioning their validity. Are they informed by past mistakes or unrelenting standards? Consider engaging in a dialogue with yourself, asking questions like, what evidence do I have to support this belief? This reflective inquiry can illuminate how these beliefs are mere echoes of the past that no longer align with your current self. By actively challenging these thoughts, you create space for new, empowering narratives to flourish. Now it's time to reclaim your narrative. Your story is uniquely yours, and shifting the focus to the inherent strengths within you is incredibly empowering. As you replace negative thoughts with affirming truths, visualize these new assertions as seeds that will grow into a more uplifting life experience. Picture the next time an obstacle arises. Approach it with a mindset that echoes the belief in your capacity to adapt and grow. Instead of saying, I always fail at this, transform that narrative into, with every challenge, I learn and improve. This simple shift opens the door to resilience and expansion, inviting you to take ownership of your journey rather than allowing the past to define your future. Engaging in this reflective exploration can seem daunting at first, but remember, every small action adds up. The act of journaling can be a powerful companion on this path, allowing you to track your thought patterns and challenge them constructively. Write down specific negative beliefs that surface throughout your day and actively articulate counterpoints. This exercise physically manifests the shift you're making in your thinking. Over time, as you continually practice recognition, challenge, and reclamation, you'll develop a more profound understanding of yourself, honing your ability to transform not just negative thoughts, but also how you interact with the world. As you move forward in this chapter, acknowledge that the work of identifying and reshaping negative thought patterns is an ongoing journey. There will be times when old beliefs resurface, and that's okay. See it as an opportunity to delve deeper, reassess, and reinforce your commitment to growth. Every time you confront a negative thought, you cultivate a space for new possibilities to ignite within you. Remember, the journey towards mental alchemy is filled with patience and resilience. Embrace this journey, knowing that each step fosters clarity and solidifies your understanding that you possess the ability to create a more positive narrative. In doing so, you not only reclaim your story, but begin to discover the limitless potential that resides within. Consider the journey of Mia, a budding artist who loved to paint but struggled with self-doubt whenever she faced criticism. One day, after a particularly harsh review of her work from a local gallery, she felt ready to give up. Instead of retreating, Mia decided to channel her frustration into motivation. She signed up for a workshop to learn new techniques, seeking feedback to improve her skills. With each brushstroke, her confidence grew, allowing her to experiment boldly with styles and colors. When she eventually showcased her work again, the critics recognized her progress, praising her unique style. Mia's story exemplifies a growth mindset. She transformed setbacks into stepping stones, realizing that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and thrive as an artist. How might you begin to identify a recurring negative thought pattern in your own life that consistently holds you back from pursuing your goals? Take a moment to reflect on the situations where these thoughts arise and consider what triggers them. How might you reframe a limiting belief that you have long accepted as truth? Instead of allowing it to define you, envision a new narrative that emphasizes your strengths and potential for growth. How might you create a daily practice of journaling or self-reflection to consistently examine your thoughts? Consider setting aside dedicated time to write down your experiences, focusing on how you can challenge negative patterns and celebrate your progress along the way. Embracing the power to identify and challenge your negative thought patterns allows you to rewire your mind for a brighter, more empowering future. As you embark on this transformative journey, remember that every step you take to confront these ingrained beliefs fuels your capacity to achieve personal growth. In the upcoming chapter, we will explore the transformative power of self-awareness, equipping you with tools to dive deeper into your mental landscape and illuminate the hidden aspects that shape the way you perceive the world. As you navigate these concepts, I invite you to join our community of learners by subscribing to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint. Together, we will ignite the potential within us all and design a life defined by positivity and resilience. Keep your focus on the possibilities, for a brighter path awaits you just around the corner. Chapter 3. The Power of Self-Awareness. Have you ever wondered how a seemingly minor shift in awareness can unlock monumental changes in your life? Cultivating self-awareness is the key to understanding your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and it serves as the foundation for meaningful personal growth. By delving into your inner landscape, you create an opportunity to recognize patterns that might be obstructing your progress. With this newfound clarity, you begin not just to navigate the complexities of your mind, but also to engage with the world around you in a more intentional and purposeful manner. Self-awareness acts like a spotlight, illuminating thought processes that often operate in the shadows, guiding you towards paths that resonate with your true self. The journey into self-awareness is not merely about introspection. It's a vibrant exploration of who you are and who you wish to become. This understanding provides a steady stream of insights that can enhance your decision-making and relationships. Remarkably, research indicates that people with high self-awareness experience greater emotional intelligence, identify healthier coping mechanisms, and demonstrate increased resilience in the face of challenges. Such skills take root in fertile ground. When you engage with your thoughts honestly, you cultivate a stronger inner foundation upon which to build your future. Reflecting on my own experiences, there was a time when I felt directionless, overwhelmed by the demands of daily life. It wasn't until I faced myself in quiet introspection that I uncovered the beliefs silently governing my choices. Through this process, I gradually learned to align my actions more closely with my core values, allowing me to move forward with confidence. As you begin your commitment to self-awareness, embrace the idea that you're not alone in this pursuit. Your experiences are part of the universal tapestry of human emotion. Each of us encounters moments of doubt and confusion, and recognizing these feelings is where true growth begins. Picture yourself on a path, equipped with the ability to pause and reflect. Each step presents an opportunity to identify how mindfulness affects your choices, washing away the haze of autopilot living. Start with simple practices, such as maintaining a daily journal, where you can freely express your thoughts and emotions. As you transpose experiences onto the page, connections will emerge, vividly depicting recurring themes or areas ripe for change. This growing sense of awareness nurtures increased self-compassion. Understanding yourself more profoundly encourages a gentler perspective when confronting personal imperfections. It's vital to realize that self-awareness is not a destination to be reached, but an ongoing journey where every insight leads to further exploration. With each realization, you gain the ability to reframe the narratives that have limited you in the past. As thoughts arise, visualize them as visitors in your mind. Rather than regard some as unwelcome intruders, consider each one a data point revealing your authentic self. The very act of acknowledging them allows you to process and understand their role in your life, transforming your relationship with your innermost thoughts. By embracing the transformative potential of self-awareness, you begin to cultivate a space where growth can flourish. This journey is about empowering you to confront those mindsets holding you back, granting you agency over your life's direction. Approach each moment with curiosity and openness, and in doing so, you'll step confidently onto the path of positive change. As you embark on this unfolding journey, remember that each discovery you make is a building block that adds strength to your foundation, and your emerging self will illuminate the way forward. Immerse yourself in observation, embrace your emotions, and take intentional action. These 3 steps create a powerful blueprint for deepening your self-awareness and fostering meaningful change. When you immerse yourself in observation, allow your thoughts and feelings to surface without judgment. This practice invites you to become a witness to your inner world, observing patterns and triggers that influence your behavior. Regularly set aside moments to check in with yourself. giving yourself permission to acknowledge what arises, whether it's joy, frustration, or confusion. Next, embrace your emotions wholeheartedly. Each feeling you experience is significant. They serve as vital signals about your needs and desires. Instead of suppressing discomfort or racing to dismiss it, allow yourself to sit with that emotion, exploring the source and the lessons it may be offering. By acknowledging and feeling your emotions, you equip yourself to navigate through challenges more effectively. This openness transforms emotions from obstacles to allies, broadening your perspective and fortifying your emotional resilience. Finally, take intentional action based on what you learned during your self-observation and emotional exploration. This action does not need to be monumental. Even small steps cultivate growth. For instance, if you recognize a tendency to self-doubt, challenge that thought by consciously affirming your strengths. When you commit to expressing your authentic self, both to yourself and others, you create a pathway for deeper connections and enhanced clarity. The act of taking intentional steps forward in your life reinforces the understanding that you are the architect of your experiences, capable of shaping a reality that resonates with your true self. As you engage with this blueprint, keep in mind that self-awareness is a skill that blossoms with patience and devotion. Celebrate your progress, no matter how incremental it might seem, as every reflection and revelation reshapes your understanding of self. Reevaluating your narratives can be empowering, sparking a cycle of growth where new paths reveal themselves as you deepen your connection with your authentic self. Think of Margaret, who spent years in a career that didn't fulfill her. By immersing herself in observation, she realized that her true passion lay in helping others. Embracing her emotions during this period of self-discovery was vital. She experienced fear of change but also excitement about what might lie ahead. With this newfound understanding, she took intentional action by enrolling in courses to develop her skills, ultimately launching a nonprofit that reflects her passion for community empowerment. Margaret's journey encapsulates the essence of how self-awareness invites change and transformation. In every challenge you face, remember that self-awareness can serve as your guiding compass, illuminating the path ahead. As you refine your self-understanding, don't shy away from reaching out to others to share your experiences. Connecting with like-minded individuals amplifies insight and creates a supportive environment where you can feel heard and understood. Each exchange enriches your awareness, unlocking deeper themes that may have previously gone unnoticed. The exploration of self-awareness is an invitation to open yourself to possibilities where true growth flourishes. Accept the journey, knowing that each moment of reflection enhances your understanding of not only yourself, but also the world around you. As you cultivate this skill, you will continually discover layers of depth and complexity that will elevate your quality of life, inspiring both you and those around you to grow. Embrace these insights with resolve, as they hold the power to transform your narrative and rekindle hopes for the future. Consider the story of Ben, a young software developer who faced repeated setbacks during the launch of a new application. Initially disheartened by customer complaints and technical glitches, he realized he had two choices: dwell in disappointment or learn from the experience. Embracing a growth mindset, Ben sought client feedback and identified specific areas for improvement. He dedicated evenings to refining the code and experimenting with different features that aligned with user needs. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, he used it as a powerful lesson. When he relaunched the app, it was a huge success, receiving praise for its user-friendly design. Ben's journey exemplifies how perseverance, openness to feedback, and a willingness to learn can transform challenges into remarkable achievements. How might you take a moment to assess your daily routines and pinpoint any recurring negative thought patterns that might be inhibiting your progress? Reflect on when these thoughts arise and how they shape your actions. How might you begin to embrace the emotions that accompany challenges instead of pushing them away? Consider journaling about a recent setback to uncover the valuable insights your feelings may be trying to convey. How might you set specific, intentional actions based on your newfound self-awareness? Identify one small step you can take today to align your actions with your core values and personal growth goals, transforming your insights into meaningful change. Cultivating self-awareness allows you to rewire your thought patterns and ignite a transformative journey toward personal growth. As you embrace this practice, you'll discover that every insight gained is a step toward a more authentic, empowered version of yourself. In our next chapter, we will delve into the critical topic of reframing negative thoughts, arming you with the tools to shift your perspectives and view challenges as opportunities for growth and success. As we continue this exploration together, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we will unlock more strategies for creating a life brimming with resilience and potential. Remember, your journey has just begun, and every moment is ripe with the opportunity for growth. Embrace it fully, knowing that the best is yet to come. Chapter 4. Reframing Negative Thoughts. What if the obstacles in your mind are only stepping stones to your greatness? Reframing negative thoughts is a powerful tool that empowers you to transform perceived limitations into possibilities, leading to a richer, more fulfilling life. This process invites you to shift your initial interpretations of events, guiding you to view challenges through a lens of opportunity rather than defeat. Rather than letting negative thoughts dictate your self-worth and decisions, you can choose to reframe them into empowering narratives that fuel your growth. At its core, reframing involves a conscious effort to alter how we perceive our thoughts and experiences. When you practice reframing, you open the door to a new mindset, one that embraces resilience and nurtures positive change. Research suggests that cognitive reappraisal, an emotional regulation strategy where you change your emotional response to a situation by reinterpreting its meaning, significantly enhances mental well-being. A personal example illustrates this perfectly. When I experienced setbacks in my own career, it felt incredibly disheartening. However, upon reflection, I realized I had an option to view these setbacks as essential learning experiences rather than failures. This realization empowered me to push forward, and my journey transformed into one of exploration and growth, reinforcing my commitment to cultivating a positive outlook even amid adversity. As you begin the journey of reframing, it's crucial to first acknowledge your negative thoughts without judgment. This act doesn't mean you have to accept these thoughts as truth. Instead, recognize them for what they are: passing clouds in the vast sky of your mind. By gently observing your thoughts, you create distance and prevent them from overwhelming your perspective. Consider a recent situation that left you feeling discouraged or anxious. Challenge yourself to ask, what if I looked at this from a different angle? Shift the focus to potential outcomes instead of dwelling on what went wrong. Having an adaptable mindset pivots your thoughts from I can't to I can learn how. Furthermore, engage in positive self-talk, as this is an essential companion to reframing. Recriminating inner dialogue often exacerbates negative feelings, but by intentionally replacing limiting phrases with affirmations of capability, you strengthen your resolve to face life's hurdles. For instance, instead of telling yourself, I always fail, try reframing that belief to, I am learning and growing with each experience. This simple act of change fosters a sense of agency, helping you chart a path filled with potential rather than despair. In your reframing journey, patience and practice are your allies. It may take time to shift ingrained beliefs, but by nurturing kindness toward yourself through this process, you'll cultivate resilience. Every thought reframed is a step on your path to self-mastery, assembling a toolkit of insights that will propel you forward. It's important to remember that reframing negative thoughts is not simply about putting a positive spin on everything. It's about genuinely reassessing and reshaping your experiences to build a more robust foundation for personal growth. As you embrace this journey, you will cultivate an empowered mindset that inspires change and opens your world to vast possibilities. Identify the negative narrative, challenge your assumptions, and transform your self-talk. This concise three-step blueprint lays the groundwork for effectively reframing negative thoughts that may hinder your progress. By actively engaging with this process, you create a fertile environment for personal growth and emotional resilience. Begin with identifying the negative narrative. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. Capture the thoughts that arise in moments of disappointment or self-doubt, as they often hold valuable clues about the underlying beliefs you may be harboring. Next, challenge your assumptions by questioning the validity of these negative thoughts. Consider where they originated and whether they truthfully reflect your abilities or experiences. This inquiry allows you to confront any cognitive distortions you might have been unknowingly perpetuating. For instance, if you catch yourself thinking, "I'm never good at public speaking," ask yourself, what evidence do I have to support this belief? Perhaps you've had moments where you did well or received positive feedback, highlighting that this assertion is not an immutable truth, but rather a mere opinion waiting to be reshaped. The final step is to transform your self-talk into a supportive dialogue that promotes growth and possibility. This change may involve replacing critical internal messages with affirmations of your potential. Instead of fixating on what you perceive as flaws, focus on empowering statements such as, "With practice, I can improve my skills." Visualize these affirmations. Picture yourself succeeding and gaining confidence instead of drowning in a sea of negativity. This visualization reinforces the belief that you hold the power to transform your mind and mend the narratives that have previously chained you. As you navigate this journey of reframing, consider the story of Alex, a young entrepreneur who initially experienced disheartening rejections when pitching his ideas to investors. Each no felt like a confirmation of inadequacy. However, after reflecting upon his experiences, he began to realize that rejection was not a reflection of his worth, but rather an integral part of the learning process. Alex identified his negative narrative wrapped in self-doubt, challenging himself to embrace each rejection as a stepping stone toward refinement. By adopting this perspective, he shifted his focus from fear of failure to the excitement of growth and learning. As he reframed his experiences, he found doors swinging open, eventually securing investments that turned his dream into a reality. Engaging with your thoughts requires patience, practice, and ongoing commitment. Be gentle with yourself throughout the process, acknowledging that reframing negative beliefs may not happen overnight. Celebrate the small victories. Each shift in your thinking fosters empowerment and resilience. Consistency is key. The more you practice, the more natural the habit of reframing becomes. As you integrate these steps into your daily life, you will increasingly discover the potential for transformation inherent in reframing. Embrace the idea that you can seize control over how you perceive challenges, finding avenues of growth and possibility hidden within them. Empower yourself with the understanding that reframing negative thoughts is an act of self-love and belief in your capacity to flourish. As you take ownership of your narrative, you will pave the way for a future rich in opportunity and personal development, crafting a life that resonates with your true potential. Transform your mindset, and you will ignite a powerful change that reverberates through every aspect of your life. Consider the story of Rachel, a high school teacher who faced significant challenges when her students performed poorly on their first major exam. Instead of feeling defeated or blaming her students for a lack of motivation, she chose to view the experience as an opportunity for growth. Rachel gathered feedback from her students about what topics they found most challenging and adjusted her teaching methods accordingly. She implemented interactive group activities and provided additional resources for struggling learners. As a result, not only did her students' grades improve on the next exam, but they also became more engaged and enthusiastic about their studies. Rachel's journey exemplifies a growth mindset as she turned a setback into a launching pad for her and her students' success. How might you identify a recent setback in your life and explore the lessons it offers instead of viewing it as a failure? Consider what insights you can extract from the experience that might guide your future actions. How might you challenge a negative belief you have about your abilities? Ask yourself what evidence supports that belief, and how reframing it could open new doors for personal growth and opportunity. How might you create a system of accountability for yourself as you work on reframing negative thoughts? Consider sharing your goals with a friend or mentor who can help support you in your journey of transformation and offer constructive feedback. Reframing negative thoughts empowers you to rewire your mindset and ignite a journey toward personal growth and fulfillment. As you embrace this transformational process, remember that each reimagined narrative builds a stronger foundation for your future self. In the upcoming chapter, we will explore the essential art of cultivating emotional resilience, equipping you with strategies to navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we will continue to explore these transformative concepts together. Every new insight brings you one step closer to a life filled with possibilities. Embrace this journey with an open heart, for the chapters ahead are rich with opportunities waiting to unfold. Chapter 5. Cultivating a Growth Mindset. What if the key to unlocking your potential lies in how you approach challenges? Cultivating a growth mindset is the transformative practice of believing that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. This mindset not only opens the doorway to continuous learning, but also breeds resilience and adaptability. Embracing a growth mindset empowers you to view challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities for development and personal achievement. This fundamental shift in perspective can act as a catalyst, propelling you toward your fullest potential. At its essence, a growth mindset creates an environment rich in possibility and encourages you to push beyond your comfort zones. Research supports this notion, highlighting that individuals who maintain a growth mindset are more likely to embrace challenges, persist in the face of setbacks, and ultimately achieve higher levels of success than those who possess a fixed mindset. For example, a study conducted by psychologist Carol Dweck revealed that students who were taught to embrace challenges and view failures as learning experiences demonstrated significant improvements in academic performance. When you adopt this pattern of thinking, you allow yourself to step into your own power and foster a deep sense of empowerment. Consider the inspiring journey of Marcus, a young athlete who faced significant setbacks when trying out for his school's varsity soccer team. Despite practicing relentlessly, he continually found himself struggling to meet the competitive level of his peers. Rather than resigning himself to feeling defeated, Marcus chose to embrace a growth mindset. He sought feedback from his coach, examined areas needing improvement, and committed to work on his weaknesses diligently. With every practice session, he reframed his initial beliefs of inadequacy into affirmations of potential growth. He reminded himself that progress was a journey, one that valued effort and persistence. Over the course of the season, Marcus not only improved his skills, but also grew in self-confidence. Eventually, his dedication and determination resulted in making the team, demonstrating how a shift in mindset can lead to remarkable personal achievements. As you explore the tenets of cultivating a growth mindset, it's paramount to challenge any deeply entrenched beliefs about your limitations. Recognize that the voice that insists you can't is often rooted in fear of failure rather than reality. Instead of focusing on perceived shortcomings, shift your attention to what you can learn from any given situation. Celebrate the process of growth rather than fixating solely on outcomes. Each time you confront a challenge, view it as an invitation to expand your skills and abilities further. Remember that the cultivation of a growth mindset is not merely a fleeting thought, but a lifelong journey. Allow yourself to embrace the discomfort that comes with new experiences, as these moments offer some of the most profound insights and growth opportunities. By nurturing this mindset daily, you promote relentless curiosity and persistence in your pursuits. As you foster this awareness, you invite rich possibilities into your life, igniting a powerful momentum that leads you toward the person you aspire to be. Ultimately, realize that cultivating a growth mindset transforms not only how you see challenges, but also how you embrace the adventure of life. Embrace this philosophy wholeheartedly, and watch how it reshapes your trajectory toward greater fulfillment and achievement. Embrace challenges, learn from feedback, and celebrate growth. This concise three-step blueprint serves as your guide to cultivating a growth mindset that empowers you to navigate life's complexities with confidence and resilience. When you embrace challenges, you frame obstacles not as threats, but as avenues for expansion. Consider every difficulty an opportunity to push beyond your current limits, sparking the desire to learn more and improve continuously. Learning from feedback is essential in this journey of growth. Instead of viewing criticism or constructive input as setbacks, approach them as valuable insights illuminating your path. Whether it comes from mentors, peers, or your own self-reflection, feedback offers opportunities to adjust, pivot, and enhance your skills. This practice enhances not only your abilities, but also builds emotional resilience, equipping you to handle future obstacles with a sense of purpose and determination. Finally, take the time to celebrate your growth, big or small. Acknowledging progress reinforces your commitment to improvement and revitalizes your motivation. Each milestone reached serves as a reminder of your capabilities and fortifies your belief in your potential. The cumulative effect of recognizing your achievements energizes your journey, encouraging you to tackle new challenges with unwavering enthusiasm. As you apply these principles, you may encounter moments of vulnerability. Fear and uncertainty may cloud your thoughts as you step into uncharted territory. Recognize that these feelings are natural and part of the process. They often signify that you are on the brink of growth. When navigating through these moments, remind yourself of the power of a growth mindset. You are not defined by your setbacks and are instead defined by your resilience, the ability to rise again. When you internalize this perspective, the pathways to achievements become clearer. Consider the experience of Laura, a graphic designer who felt trapped in her career due to an imposing fear of rejection. Each time she submitted her designs for feedback, she cringed at the thought of criticism. To combat this negativity, she embraced the three-step blueprint. Starting with challenges, Laura began seeking out critiques and stepping beyond her comfort zone by experimenting with new styles and techniques. By actively learning from each rejection, she discovered the value of constructive feedback and refined her craft. With each design submission, she transformed her initial trepidation into an opportunity for improvement. Each round of feedback invigorated her creativity rather than diminishing it. Enthusiasm replaced anxiety as her skills flourished, ultimately leading her to a prestigious design award. Laura's journey illustrates that when you lean into challenges and embrace feedback, you set the stage for unprecedented growth, reshaping your reality in profound ways. As you continue to cultivate a growth mindset, remember that this journey is not linear. It will have its peaks and valleys. Each step forward is an investment in yourself, nurturing a resilient spirit that propels you forward. Allow patience to accompany your journey, understanding that mastery takes time, effort, and dedication. As you foster curiosity, adaptability, and an openness to learning, you'll find the world around you teeming with possibilities. A growth mindset ignites your potential, paving the way for both personal and professional fulfillment. Embrace these vital principles, for they unlock the doors to a more enriching and empowered life, guiding you on the transformative journey ahead. Meet David, a community college student who struggled with math. Initially, he faced persistent setbacks, feeling discouraged after failing his first exam. Instead of giving up, he decided to adopt a growth mindset. He embraced challenges by seeking help from his professor and joining a study group with peers. Each meeting became an opportunity for discovery, where he learned not only problem-solving techniques, but also how to tackle his fears of failure. David began to celebrate small wins, like improving his test scores and understanding complex concepts. With dedication and resilience, he eventually aced his final exam, transforming his academic trajectory. David's journey exemplifies how setbacks can lead to personal growth when approached with a committed, positive mindset. How might you identify an area in your life where you've been avoiding challenges due to a fear of failure? Consider how embracing these challenges could open new doors for growth and learning. How might you respond to constructive feedback in a way that empowers you rather than discouraging you? Reflect on how reframing criticism as an opportunity for improvement can enhance your skills and boost your confidence. How might you celebrate your own small victories, no matter how minor they may seem? Think about ways you can acknowledge your progress to reinforce your growth mindset and motivate yourself to continue pushing forward. Cultivating a growth mindset allows you to rewire your thoughts and unleash the potential within you. paving the way for a future filled with possibilities. As you embrace challenges, learn from feedback, and celebrate your progress, you ignite a transformative journey that can redefine what you believe is achievable. In our next chapter, we will dive into building emotional resilience, equipping you with the strategies to navigate stressful situations and emerge stronger than before. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where together we will continue this journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Your path to a more fulfilling life is unfolding, complete with opportunities waiting to be seized. Embrace the adventure that lies ahead and watch as you transform your mindset, igniting a brighter future filled with hope and achievement. Chapter 6: Building Emotional Resilience. What if your ability to bounce back from setbacks is the true measure of your strength? Building emotional resilience is a vital skill that empowers you to navigate life's inevitable challenges with a sense of confidence and purpose. When you cultivate resilience, you equip yourself to respond to adversity, not just with endurance, but with the wisdom to learn and grow from each experience. This ability to adapt can turn even the toughest situations into opportunities for personal development, transforming struggles into stepping stones toward success. Emotional resilience invites you to embrace the complexity of your feelings, helping you to understand that difficulties are not merely obstacles, but integral parts of your journey. Research indicates that resilient individuals possess a robust ability to regulate their emotions, maintain a positive outlook, and draw on social support when facing life's challenges. For example, a study published in the American Journal of Community Psychology found that people with higher emotional resilience experienced better mental health and more effective coping strategies during stressful times. As you nurture your resilience, you also create a foundation that fosters empathy, creativity, and adaptability, qualities essential for success in both personal and professional realms. Within this framework, consider the experience of Jenna, a marketing professional who faced sudden layoffs at her company due to unforeseen economic changes. While the initial shock left her feeling vulnerable and uncertain, instead of succumbing to despair, Jenna chose to lean into her emotional resilience. She engaged with her feelings, allowing herself to grieve and process the loss rather than suppressing them. Jenna reached out to friends for support, sharing her thoughts and fears, which opened avenues for deeper connections. As she began searching for new employment opportunities, she reframed the situation, recognizing it as a chance to explore the passions she had previously set aside. Every rejection became a lesson learned, and with each application submitted, Jenna built not only her competence in her professional realm, but also her confidence in herself. As you embark on your journey to build emotional resilience, embrace the understanding that setbacks are part of life's intricate tapestry. Every challenge offers you the wisdom needed for growth, as discomfort often serves as the catalyst for transformation. Allow yourself to revisit past struggles and reflect on the personal strengths you discovered during those times. This process of reflection invites you to acknowledge how resilient you have already been, mapping out the skills you can cultivate further. Your journey to enhance emotional resilience starts with fostering self-compassion. Recognizing that it's okay to feel overwhelmed is the first step toward embracing your emotional state entirely. Rather than berating yourself for perceived weaknesses, treat yourself with kindness and understanding, allowing grace to accompany your journey. As you engage in this empathetic self-reflection, you'll find that you have within you a reservoir of strength and tenacity waiting to be tapped. Remember that the pursuit of emotional resilience is ongoing. It requires practice, patience, and a genuine commitment to growth. Going forward, commit to nurturing this essential skill, actively seeking opportunities to adapt and respond positively to life's challenges. By doing so, you lay the groundwork for a more fulfilling and empowered existence. The path to success is rarely straightforward, but with emotional resilience, you can effectively navigate life's complexities, emerging stronger and more capable than before. Embrace this journey and allow yourself to tap into the richness that lies ahead, transforming your experiences into valuable lessons that illuminate your path. Recognize your emotions, build supportive networks, and practice self-care. This concise 3-step blueprint will guide you in developing the emotional resilience needed to navigate life's ups and downs with confidence. When you recognize your emotions, you tune into your inner landscape, allowed to acknowledge what you feel without judgment. This awareness is the cornerstone of resilience. When you know what you're dealing with, you can better address it. Next, build supportive networks by reaching out to friends, family, or mentors who can offer encouragement and assistance when times get tough. Surrounding yourself with positive influences cultivates an environment where you feel safe to express your feelings and explore solutions together. This collaborative spirit fosters resilience by reminding you that you are never truly alone in facing difficulties. Lastly, practice self-care with intention. Carving out time for activities that replenish your energy, whether through exercise, meditation, or creative pursuits, reinforces your emotional well-being. When you prioritize self-care, you equip yourself with the resources needed to tackle challenges head-on and cope with stress more effectively. As you journey through these transformative steps, consider that emotional resilience does not shield you from experiencing pain or disappointment. Rather, it equips you with the tools to navigate through them. It teaches you to see obstacles not as roadblocks, but as pathways ripe with lessons waiting to be learned. Think about Maria, a freelancer who faced the sudden loss of a major client, throwing her finances into disarray. Initially overwhelmed by anxiety, she decided to apply her emotional resilience strategy. Recognizing her feelings of panic as valid, Maria allowed herself to sit with those emotions, reflecting on how best to navigate her current turbulent situation. Rather than shutting down, she turned to her network of fellow freelancers for support. By sharing her experience with others who'd faced similar hardships, she gained valuable insights and shared resources to help her stabilize her work situation. With renewed determination, Maria shifted her focus to self-care, dedicating time each day to exercise and practice mindfulness. She found that these activities helped alleviate her stress, providing mental clarity and energy to actively seek new clients. Through her commitment to resilience, Maria not only landed new projects, but also deepened her connections with her professional network, broadening her opportunities for future collaborations. As you implement your own 3-step blueprint, remember that practicing emotional resilience enhances your overall mental health. Engage in regular self-reflection to examine how you respond to stress and adversity. Pay close attention to the strategies that work best for you and adapt them as needed to build a personalized resilience toolkit. Embrace the understanding that every setback is an invitation to grow stronger, and each challenge conquered reinforces your capacity for perseverance. Take time to celebrate the small victories and acknowledge your emotional growth along the journey. Each moment you choose resilience over despair is a testament to your strength. Emotional resilience is less about being unyielding and more about developing the ability to bend without breaking. This journey might require patience, but trust that every effort you put into building resilience will yield fruits that enrich your life in ways you've yet to experience. Approach this process with an open heart, recognizing that your emotional toolbox is gradually being filled with powerful resources ready to guide you. The richness of your emotional landscape awaits you, lush with opportunity and newfound strength, empowering you to face whatever comes your way. Consider the story of Jamie, a high school student who struggled with math. After receiving a low grade on his first major exam, he felt disheartened and considered giving up. Instead of succumbing to defeat, Jamie decided to adopt a growth mindset. He approached his teacher for extra help, seeking clarification on concepts he didn't understand. Additionally, he formed a study group with classmates, where they pooled their resources and supported each other. With dedication, Jamie practiced daily, viewing mistakes not as failures, but as opportunities to learn. By the end of the semester, his hard work paid off, resulting in impressive progress and a newfound confidence in his abilities. Jamie's transformation illustrates how a growth mindset can turn challenges into remarkable opportunities for success. How might you reframe a recent challenge in your life to see it as an opportunity for growth rather than an obstacle? Consider the lessons you can extract from the experience and how they can inform your future actions. How might you seek support from your network in a time of struggle? Think about individuals who can offer guidance, motivation, or resources, and how reaching out to them can enhance your resilience. How might you incorporate daily practices that promote a growth mindset into your routine? Reflect on small, actionable steps you can take, such as setting aside time for learning new skills or celebrating your progress, no matter how minor it may seem. Building emotional resilience empowers you to navigate life's challenges with strength, allowing you to rewire your response to adversity and ignite a path toward personal growth. As you integrate these skills into your daily life, you will discover that each setback becomes a stepping stone, guiding you toward deeper insights and greater resilience. In our next chapter, we will explore the art of mastering positive affirmations, equipping you with powerful tools to reinforce your self-belief and empower your journey. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where we'll continue to unravel the transformative practices that will lead you to a life brimming with potential and fulfillment. Embrace the journey that lies ahead, and remember that you hold the power to shape your narrative at every turn. Let's unlock the possibilities together. Chapter 7. Mastering Positive Affirmations. What if the words you speak to yourself hold the key to unlocking your true potential? Mastering positive affirmations is a powerful practice that can transform your self-perception and empower you to reframe negative thoughts into uplifting narratives. By deliberately cultivating a language of positivity, you build a foundation of self-worth and confidence that serves as a catalyst for growth. This practice encourages you to replace self-doubt with affirmations that resonate with your aspirations, igniting a deeper belief in your abilities and fostering a mindset that thrives on possibility. Embracing positive affirmations is not just about repeating phrases. It is about genuinely connecting with their meaning and allowing them to shape your thoughts. Research has shown that affirmations can significantly reduce stress, boost performance, and improve overall well-being. For instance, a study published in the journal Psychological Science revealed that participants who practiced self-affirmations experienced heightened self-esteem and resilience in challenging situations. Think of a time when you experienced self-doubt. Perhaps there was an instance when you hesitated to pursue an opportunity due to fear of failure. Imagine if you had utilized affirmations to counter those nagging thoughts, reinforcing your capability and worth. Consider the experience of Kim, a young professional who constantly felt out of place in her competitive workplace. Overwhelmed by the success of others, she began to doubt her abilities and question her decisions. Instead of falling victim to these negative thoughts, Kim decided to embrace the practice of positive affirmations. Each morning, she would stand before her mirror and recite affirmations such as, "I am capable, I contribute valuable ideas, and my unique perspective is worthy." At first, it felt unusual to voice such declarations, but over time, Kim began to internalize these affirmations. The shift in her mindset was remarkable. With each day, she noticed an increase in her confidence and a newfound ability to engage in conversations and share her ideas freely. On her journey, Kim learned to weave affirmations into various aspects of her life. Whether it was preparing for a presentation or tackling a challenging project, she skillfully used affirmations to cultivate a positive mental space. "I am prepared and ready to embrace this opportunity," she would remind herself before meetings. These simple yet powerful statements created a ripple effect, leading to tangible outcomes in her confidence and performance at work. As you begin to embrace your own practice of positive affirmations, it's important to ground your statements in authenticity. Choose affirmations that resonate with you and reflect the genuine aspirations you hold for yourself. Write them in the present tense, "I am," rather than "I will be," to help solidify your belief that you are embodying these qualities already. It's a gradual journey, and sometimes feelings of skepticism may arise. Rather than dismissing these feelings, acknowledge them, but don't allow them to have the final say. Remember, affirmations are tools that help recalibrate your thoughts over time, acting as stepping stones toward a stronger self-image. In embracing positive affirmations, you're actively participating in rewiring your mindset, seizing the opportunity to reshape your internal dialogue into one that fosters optimism and resilience. As you master this practice and weave it into your daily life, you hold the power to transform not only your thoughts, but also the trajectory of your experiences. Embark on this journey with courage and embrace the enchantment that a positive outlook can bring. Craft affirmations, visualize success, and integrate them into daily life. This concise 3-step blueprint will empower you to master positive affirmations and harness their potential to transform your self-talk and overall mindset. When you start by crafting affirmations that resonate deeply with your ambitions and strengths, you lay the foundation for building confidence from within. Choose words that engage your emotions and reflect not only your abilities, but also the person you aspire to be. Next, visualize success while reciting your affirmations. Close your eyes and imagine yourself embodying the qualities or achieving the goals you affirm. Visualization heightens the emotional impact of your affirmations, creating a vivid picture in your mind that reinforces your belief in these statements. This practice cultivates a profound connection between your thoughts and the reality you seek to create, transforming your aspirations into tangible outcomes. Integrate these powerful affirmations into your daily life by repeating them regularly. Develop a routine where you express these affirmations during meaningful moments, be it in the morning while preparing for your day, before a challenging task, or as a practice for reflection at night. Consistency is key. The more frequently you engage with your affirmations, the deeper their roots will grow within your consciousness, shaping your thoughts and actions. While affirmations may initially feel repetitive or artificial, it is essential to approach this practice with an open heart and mind. Acknowledge any skepticism you might have and view it as a natural part of this journey. Over time, your subconscious will start to internalize these positive affirmations, empowering you to shift limiting beliefs toward a more constructive self-image. The journey of mastering positive affirmations is akin to tending to a garden. With each repetition, you plant seeds of positivity that flourish and grow into a robust belief system. However, just as a garden requires attention, so too do the affirmations you choose. You might find inspiration from quotes or be compelled to craft unique, personalized statements, prioritizing your emotional health and well-being. Let's revisit the journey of Kim, who continued to employ her positive affirmations even during moments of doubt in her career. While preparing for a significant presentation, she felt a wave of anxiety wash over her, threatening to undermine her confidence. In these moments, instead of succumbing to negativity, Kim turned to her affirmations. Looking in the mirror, she confidently stated, "I am prepared. I bring valuable insights, and my voice deserves to be heard." Visualizing herself speaking clearly and engaging the audience fueled her confidence and banished her fears. When the day of the presentation arrived, Kim embraced her affirmations and visualizations, seamlessly integrating them into her routine. As she stood before her colleagues, she felt an undeniable shift. Her body language exuded confidence, and her voice resonated with clarity. By adopting this empowering practice, not only did Kim excel in her presentation, but she also fostered a sense of empowerment that reverberated throughout her professional interactions. Remember, mastering positive affirmations is a gradual process that transforms your inner landscape. With patience and commitment, you will unleash the incredible potential within. The journey of infusing your thoughts with positivity will reframe your self-perception and relationship with the world around you. As you embrace this transformative practice, watch how it illuminates your path, fueling you to strive toward your goals with renewed passion and conviction. This is your opportunity not only to affirm who you are, but to become a living testament to the power of positive thinking. Embrace the process, harness your affirmations, and let your inner voice guide you toward a brighter future. Meet Laura, a budding graphic designer who initially struggled to land clients after graduating. Rather than letting rejection weigh her down, she embraced a growth mindset by seeking feedback from potential clients and mentors. Instead of viewing criticism as a setback, Laura saw it as a chance to learn and evolve. She revised her portfolio based on the insights she gathered, focusing on showcasing her unique style and strengths. Additionally, she committed to honing her skills through online courses and workshops. With each project she took on, Laura applied her learnings and reinvented her approach. Before long, her confidence soared, transforming her once stumbling career into a thriving business. Laura's journey exemplifies how embracing a growth mindset can turn challenges into opportunities for extraordinary success. How might you identify a specific setback in your life and explore the lessons it has taught you, rather than viewing it solely as a failure? Consider what new perspectives you can gain from this experience. How might you seek constructive feedback from others about your work or personal development? Reflect on how you can use this feedback to adjust your approach and enhance your skills moving forward. How might you create a personal affirmation that encapsulates your strengths and aspirations? Think about how you can incorporate this affirmation into your daily routine to reinforce your growth mindset and boost your confidence. Mastering positive affirmations empowers you to ignite self-belief and rewire your mindset for success, transforming negative self-talk into a powerful narrative of possibility. As you integrate this practice into your daily life, you'll discover that each affirmation acts as a stepping stone toward your aspirations, creating a solid blueprint for personal growth. In our next chapter, we will dive into the art of cultivating emotional intelligence, equipping you with the skills to navigate your feelings and enhance your connections with others. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, so we can continue this transformative journey together. Remember, every affirmation whispered is a step closer to the empowered life you are destined to lead. Embrace this opportunity and watch as you start to reshape your reality and thrive in all areas of your life. Chapter 8. The Art of Mindful Living. Have you ever noticed how often your mind drifts away from the present moment? Embracing the art of mindful living is a powerful way to anchor yourself in the now and cultivate awareness in your everyday life. Mindfulness not only helps to reduce stress, but also enhances your appreciation for each moment, enhancing overall well-being. By attuning yourself to what is happening around you and within you, you invite a clearer perspective that can transform mundane moments into meaningful experiences. This practice empowers you to engage fully with your life, opening the door to deeper connections and insights that might otherwise remain unseen. Living mindfully enables you to suspend judgment and act with intentionality, enhancing the way you navigate your thoughts, emotions, and interactions. Research indicates that regular mindfulness practice can improve focus, emotional regulation, and overall quality of life. In fact, a study published in the Journal of Happiness Studies found that individuals who practice mindfulness report higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Imagine your busy morning routine. How often do you rush through it, distracted by a flurry of thoughts about your day ahead? This chaotic mindset can detract from the beauty found in simple moments like sipping coffee or enjoying a leisurely walk. By cultivating mindfulness, you invite joy back into these experiences, allowing them to unfold more richly. Let's consider the story of Maya, a freelance writer who constantly felt overwhelmed by deadlines and distractions. Caught in a cycle of stress, she struggled to focus on her work and often felt drained by the end of her day. Everything changed for Maya when she decided to explore mindfulness. She began with just 5 minutes of meditation each morning, followed by intentional practices throughout the day, such as taking mindful breaks to breathe deeply or savoring her meals without distractions. These small adjustments integrated mindfulness into her routine, significantly transformed her experience of daily life. As weeks turned into months, Maya noticed that she was not only more productive, but also found joy in her writing process. By being present, she tapped into her creativity more readily, often discovering new angles and ideas that had eluded her previously. Rather than viewing her workload as a burden, she saw it as an opportunity to express herself and share her thoughts with the world. Maya's journey illustrates the profound impact mindfulness can have on one's daily experience, illustrating that even the busiest lives can be enriched through intentional awareness. To engage with the practice of mindful living, start by acknowledging your thoughts and feelings without judgment. Accept them as they are, allowing yourself to experience the current moment fully. Each day, commit to finding moments to pause, breathe deeply, and connect with your senses. Whether it's feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin or thoughtfully listening to a friend's words, awareness can transform routine actions into opportunities for deeper connection. This mindful presence allows you to navigate your world with clarity and intention, reframing your experiences to cultivate long-lasting happiness. As you continue on this journey of incorporating mindfulness into your life, remember that it is a practice, an ongoing commitment to being present and open to your experiences. Each small step in fostering this awareness is a movement toward greater tranquility and fulfillment. By embracing the art of mindful living, you not only enrich your own life, but also invite those around you to experience the beauty and depth of the present moment. Commit to this transformative journey and watch how it rewrites your narrative with possibilities, elevating every aspect of your experience. Practice daily mindfulness, cultivate awareness, and reflect regularly. This concise three-step blueprint will serve as your guide in mastering the art of mindful living, enriching each moment with intention and presence. By practicing daily mindfulness, you commit to setting aside time to center yourself. This could be through meditation, focused breathing exercises, or simply taking a few moments to observe your surroundings without distractions. Making mindfulness a daily ritual helps train your mind to stay attuned to the present moment, further enabling you to embrace life with clarity. As you cultivate awareness, extend this practice into your daily activities. Bring mindfulness into everything you do, whether it's eating, walking, or engaging in conversation. Engage your senses fully, noticing the tastes, sounds, and textures that typically pass by unnoticed. This heightened awareness enhances your experience and fosters deep appreciation for even the simplest moments. Reflecting regularly on these experiences allows you to acknowledge growth and deepen your understanding of yourself. By journaling about your thoughts and feelings, you can capture insights that arise and observe patterns in your emotional landscape. The consistent practice of reflection will build a stronger connection to your mindfulness journey. As you begin to weave these practices into your life, bear in mind that mindfulness is not about achieving perfection, but about developing the ability to be present. Accept that your mind will wander. It is natural. The practice lies in recognizing those moments and gently guiding your focus back to the present without self-judgment. This skill provides you with the tools necessary to respond to stress, difficulties, and life's everyday challenges with grace and calm. Take, for example, the story of Daniel, a busy parent juggling work and family commitments. Constantly overwhelmed, Daniel realized he needed a solution to recapture joy in his day-to-day life. After discovering the benefits of mindfulness, he decided to incorporate small practices into his routine. Each morning, before diving into his hectic day, Daniel spent just 10 minutes in guided meditation, focusing on his breath and letting go of anxious thoughts. This newfound sense of calm became a powerful shift. Throughout the day, he made it a habit to observe moments of connection with his children, such as during mealtime or playtime. Instead of feeling scattered, he found himself fully engaged, relishing the laughter and joy that filled their home. This deliberate shift in awareness not only strengthened his bond with his family, but it also positively impacted his work life, enhancing his focus and productivity. Daniel recognized that mindfulness transformed not only his perceptions of daily tasks, but also who he was as a parent, partner, and employee. No longer drained by the relentless pace of life, he embraced presence as a vital element in his relationships and decision-making processes. The steadiness and clarity that arose from his mindfulness practice empowered him to approach challenges with a renewed sense of perspective. Through the practice of mindfulness, you can gain powerful tools to equip you for life's fluctuations. It serves as a gentle reminder that you have the ability to redefine your relationship with stress, anxiety, and distractions. By allowing yourself to be present, you unlock the opportunity to build resilience and cultivate emotional intelligence. With continued practice, you'll find that the art of mindful living transforms your experiences, drawing you into the richness of the moment and illuminating a new path toward connection and fulfillment. Embrace this journey fully and let it unfold your potential beyond what you might currently envision. Each step into mindfulness invites you to experience the abundant beauty life has to offer. Consider the journey of Alex, a high school student who faced challenges in his science class. Initially struggling with complex concepts, he could have easily given in to discouragement. Instead, Alex embraced a growth mindset. He approached his teacher for extra help and sought feedback from classmates. Rather than fearing mistakes, he viewed them as chances to learn. Each time he misunderstood a topic, Alex would spend more time practicing through hands-on experiments and online resources. Over time, his persistence paid off. Not only did he improve his grades, but he also developed a genuine passion for science. Alex's transformation illustrates how embracing challenges and maintaining a growth mindset can lead to success and personal fulfillment, turning obstacles into stepping stones for growth. How might you identify a challenging situation in your life that you've been avoiding, and consider how facing it with a growth mindset could transform your skills or perspective? How might you seek feedback from trusted peers or mentors on an area you'd like to improve? Reflect on how their insights could serve as valuable tools for your personal growth and development. How might you create a plan to approach your next setback with resilience? Think about specific affirmations or strategies you can employ to reframe the experience as an opportunity for learning and growth. Mastering positive affirmations allows you to rewire your inner dialogue and ignite a powerful transformation in your self-belief, setting the stage for profound personal growth. As you integrate these affirmations into your daily routine, you'll find yourself equipped to face challenges with renewed confidence and clarity. In our next chapter, we will explore the vital importance of cultivating emotional intelligence, providing you with strategies to enhance your relationships and inner awareness. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, where together we will continue this empowering journey of self-discovery and development. Each step you take will deepen your understanding and help you unlock the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. Embrace this adventure and prepare to reshape how you engage with the world around you, creating a life filled with insights and meaningful connections. Chapter 9. Sustaining lasting positive change. What if the secret to lasting change lies in your ability to create a sustainable environment for growth? Sustaining lasting positive change requires a conscious effort to foster habits and mindsets that support your transformation over time. It's not enough to feel inspired for a moment. The challenge is in maintaining that momentum and woven it into the fabric of your daily life. By establishing routines and support systems conducive to continual growth, you can solidify the positive changes you've begun cultivating and ensure they last. To effectively sustain positive change, it's essential to embrace consistency and patience as your allies. Each day presents an opportunity to reinforce the habits you wish to cultivate. Consider the idea of micro-habits, small, manageable actions that can lead to significant results over time. Research suggests that implementing tiny alterations in your routine can create a domino effect of positive changes. A study from the University of California found that individuals who focused on making small, incremental changes were more successful in maintaining new habits than those who attempted massive overhauls all at once. This approach makes adaptation feel less daunting, empowering you to take actionable steps toward your goals without overwhelming yourself. Reflect on the experience of Max, who decided to improve his health, but initially felt daunted by the prospect of overhauling his entire lifestyle. At first, he considered massively changing his diet and committing to an intense exercise regimen. However, he realized this would likely lead to burnout and frustration. Instead, Max chose to implement small changes. He committed to drinking an extra glass of water each day and taking a short walk after lunch. Over time, these simple actions became ingrained habits, paving the way for more significant adjustments without feeling overwhelming. Gradually, he began to add more movement throughout his day and improve his dietary choices, all built upon the solid foundation of those early, manageable changes. As Max's story illustrates, creating a sustainable framework for positive change allows you to build gradually upon your achievements rather than risking burnout. This journey requires ongoing reflection to see how these changes impact your life continually. Regularly assess your goals, celebrate your successes, and adjust your approach as needed. Keep that momentum alive by revisiting your affirmations or journal entries that document your growth. Remind yourself of the reasons you embarked on this journey and how far you've come. Equally important is creating a supportive environment that encourages your growth. Share your goals with trusted friends or family members who can provide encouragement and accountability. Surrounding yourself with a network of positive influences keeps you resilient during inevitable challenges and allows you to benefit from the collective momentum of like-minded individuals. Your environment should reflect and support the changes you want to sustain. Whether it's dedicating a specific space for focused work or surrounding yourself with inspirational quotes, small adjustments can greatly enhance your commitment to lasting change. Remember, the road to sustaining positive change is not a straight path. It is a winding journey that requires adaptability, resilience, and self-compassion. Embrace this adventure, knowing that every step you take towards sustained growth is a precious investment in your future. Trust in the process as you navigate this journey, understanding that with patience and perseverance, the positive changes you aspire to achieve will become deeply rooted in your life. You have the power to shape your own narrative for lasting success. Visualize your goals, create supportive routines, and celebrate your successes. This three-step blueprint serves as your guide for sustaining lasting positive change in your life. By visualizing your goals, you bring clarity to your aspirations, allowing your mind to picture the achievements you desire. This mental imagery strengthens your resolve and reinforces a positive vision for the future. Next, create supportive routines to ensure that you engage with your goals consistently. Establishing daily practices that align with your aspirations sets the stage for continued progress. Consistency is key. The more you incorporate these steps into your routine, the more solid they become as part of your lifestyle. Finally, take the time to celebrate your successes, both big and small. Recognizing your achievements reinforces positive behavior, illuminating the path that leads to sustainable change. As you empower yourself with these key strategies, understand that sustaining change is a dynamic process that requires continual engagement and willingness to adapt. Each step forward is a testament to your commitment to growth and the belief in your ability to influence your reality. While the thriving journey toward your goals may not follow a linear path, resilience allows you to navigate the inevitable twists and turns with grace. When obstacles arise, reflect on how to maintain your momentum and adjust your strategies accordingly. A perfect illustration of this is the journey of Sarah, an aspiring writer who longed to publish a novel. Initially, facing challenges in constructing her story and maintaining motivation, she committed to visualizing her dream daily. Every morning, she carved out time to imagine the words flowing onto the page, invoking the feelings of accomplishment she would experience upon completing her manuscript. This visualization not only fueled her passion, but helped her remain dedicated, despite facing occasional writer's block. In order to create supportive routines, she established a writing schedule, setting aside specific hours each day to focus solely on her craft. Committing to this routine transformed her writing from a sporadic habit into a steadfast practice. On days when inspiration was lacking, Sarah would still sit at her laptop, relying on her routine to guide her through bursts of creativity, knowing that writing, even imperfectly, would lead to progress. As she dedicated herself to this practice, she began to persevere, chipping away at her story little by little, fueled by her daily vision. Equally important for Sarah was celebrating every step she took. When she completed a chapter, she would treat herself to a favorite coffee or share her progress with friends who encouraged her in her journey. Each celebration reinforced her belief in the process of becoming a published author, transforming her goals from distant dreams into realistic possibilities. By regularly acknowledging her hard work, Sarah cultivated a sense of accomplishment that pushed her to tackle the next chapter with renewed enthusiasm. As you embark on your own path towards sustaining positive change, remember to harness the transformative power of visualization. Establish routines that align with your goals and celebrate your milestones along the way. By doing so, you equip yourself with the tools necessary to build a resilient foundation for lasting growth. Embrace the journey before you, knowing that each effort contributes to the blueprint of your success. Keep the vision of your aspirations clearly in sight as you cultivate a life that reflects the change you seek to achieve. With perseverance and intention, your transformation will flourish into a reality that resonates with your purpose and passion, opening the door to endless possibilities. Meet Carla, a high school math teacher who faced challenges when her students consistently struggled with algebra concepts. Instead of feeling defeated, she embraced a growth mindset. Carla sought feedback from her students to understand their difficulties better and discovered they needed more hands-on learning opportunities. Determined to improve, she revamped her teaching methods, incorporating interactive activities and real-life applications of math. She attended workshops to enhance her skills and collaborated with fellow educators to share resources. Over time, her students began to engage more with the material, showing significant improvement in their understanding and performance. Carla's journey exemplifies how a growth mindset can transform challenges into opportunities, driving both personal and collective success in the classroom. How might you identify an area in your professional or personal life where you've encountered setbacks, and reframe these incidents as opportunities for growth? Consider how a new perspective could change your approach to future challenges. How might you gather constructive feedback from others to enhance your skills or performance? Reflect on who in your network you could turn to for insight and how their perspectives could inform your development. How might you implement small changes in your daily routine that align with your goals and encourage a growth mindset? Think about actionable steps you can take to integrate these changes seamlessly into your life, reinforcing your commitment to continuous improvement. Sustaining lasting positive change requires you to continually rewire your mindset and ignite the habits that lead to success. As you embrace this journey, you will discover that the small, consistent actions you take can build a powerful foundation for your aspirations. In our next chapter, we will delve into the transformative power of emotional intelligence, equipping you with essential tools to navigate your feelings and enhance your connections with others. I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, Brainpower Blueprint, so we can journey together through these crucial insights. By leveraging the knowledge you gain, you can empower yourself to shape a meaningful and fulfilling life, filled with authentic connections and personal growth. Stay committed and watch how these lessons unfold into a brighter future. You've journeyed from confronting limiting beliefs to establishing unstoppable habits throughout these chapters. This transformation empowers you to embrace a more fulfilling life filled with possibility. Now, I encourage you to select one chapter's blueprint, apply it today, and share your victory with your community. Thank you for investing in your growth, and remember that lifelong success flourishes through daily practice and commitment. Together, we can inspire one another to reach new heights. For more insights and encouragement, like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, Brainpower Blueprint, and let's continue this transformative journey together.